Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome yourselves back to another video. So today, we are going to be reviewing Coldplay's new song, Everyday Life. And this is the NSYNC podcast, so we do full-length podcasts throughout the week. We do song reviews every single Thursday, so when Coldplay drops their album November 20th, we will be the first people to review/react to it. And we do that with any other song, so any other favorite artist of yours, we'll be the first people to do it. We're also going to be doing the Future of Coldplay video coming up very soon, so enjoy that. Just a bunch of Coldplay talk. I'm here with my friend Lucas. His channel's in the link in the description if you want to check that out. But Luke, I gotta ask you, because Luke's a big time Coldplay fan. Obviously, I like them, but
yes,
I'm not as big as a fan as him. So Luke, I gotta ask you before we get into this, guys, because this is kind of important to the discussion. Real quick, what did you think about Arabesque and Orphans, and then this one?
Orphans was definitely a song that I wasn't a huge fan of that song, but production was great. I was really happy that they released a single, first time in just about 4 years, because it came out their album Head Full of Dreams came out December 22nd, 2015, and this is going to come out November 20th, something like that.
November 20th, 2019.
Yeah, and Arabesque, I really liked the instrumental part. It was not a big vocal song, but it was a great instrumental. So the vocal parts were pretty good too, and the whole production of it was great. And I'm really happy that they kind of switched genres a little bit here, because this was R&B, more of an R&B type song. And they're really experimenting in this album. I do feel like they'll take a little bit of a backlash, as I've talked about in the full-length podcast that'll be released soon. And it's really cool to see them experiment, for me at least, and for a lot of the Coldplay fans. You cannot be a Coldplay fan if you're not open to new things done by Coldplay.
I feel like I thought Arabesque and Orphans were both like equally okay. But then you look at this song, right? Like you said, it's lyrically, or sorry, not lyrically, vocally, there is not a lot. It's not a lot. Even the verse 2, verse 1, I'm looking at this, the length of them, it's not a lot. It's not a lot. But that doesn't matter, because how the chorus is so good. The outro is so cool. And me and Lucas already talked about this a little bit. We think maybe they might be giving some cues to God or Christianity. I mean, who knows? But yeah, no, there's songs where they lack because there's not enough lyrics or vocals, and you're like, okay, maybe this song should have a little more. But I don't think so with this. I feel like even the instrumental kind of tells a story that everybody goes through this. From what I'm getting, what he's saying is that kind of like, you're not the only one, because everybody hurts, everybody cries, does all of this. And then it says, how in the world am I going to see you as my brother, not my enemy? I just think these are really good lyrics mixed with the instrumental. Now, the instrumental could have been trash, and these lyrics could have been like, they didn't mean anything. You know what I mean? They don't mean anything, but I think they really do mean something. And I feel like it has a similar aspect to the Arabesque song, that very little was said, but what was said was important. And but I like this better than Arabesque. Do you?
Yeah. Well, actually, it really depends. I am an R&B fan too, so I mean, I might like these equal, because Arabesque was a great instrumental song. But what I noticed here is it really kind of seems like a prayer.
Oh.
A prayer, like a song prayer, and
that's actually
prayer in song form. Yeah.
That's an interesting take.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the outro, at first light, throw my arms out wide, hallelujah, hallelujah, and then you look at the first lines, really throughout the song. What in the world are we gonna do? Look at what everybody's going through. What kind of world do you want it to be? Am I the future or the history? And throughout the song, it just talks about the struggles of life. And at the very end, it kind of seems like he's going spiritual here, kind of talking to God. He's throwing his arms up and wide and singing hallelujah. And, I mean, what else would he be saying? Because he's talking about the struggles of life. Who else would he be talking to? He wouldn't be talking to... I don't think he would be talking to a girl in this situation. Because,
Okay, that's actually a really interesting take, Luke, because I thought this was him talking to someone else, but maybe this is him talking to himself, like basically saying, "Yo, quit being a wuss. Everybody goes through all this crap. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?" And then, like you said, ends it with the prayer. There's either that he's talking to someone else, which I don't think anymore now you said that, but I think he's either talking to himself or he's talking to God, because I see, you as my brother, not my enemy. Now, keep this in mind, right? Keep this in mind, and I want to know your opinion on this. But keep this in mind. A lot of people, in songs and in general, might talk to God, but in the non-Christianity way, so not as like their own, not like as a different God, but a lot of people believe in God and make songs about God, kind of as talking to a hierarchy. You know what I mean? So if he is, which obviously we don't know, we can only guess, but if he is, it's either he's actually doing it the way we would, the way Kanye did, or he's doing it in kind of a metaphorical way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely know what you mean.
Do you think he's doing it in more of a metaphorical way or like a spiritual way? I think it's more.
I think it's more of a spiritual way here, because I mean, it really does seem like a prayer, because first he talks about the struggles that he goes through, it really talks about the struggles, and after that ends with him throwing his arms open wide, singing hallelujah. So I'm not really. I see what you're saying here.
Yeah.
But it's like verse 2. How in the world am I going to see you as my brother, not my enemy? And
that's what really got me to agree with you.
And also, it just kind of seems like not everything goes in our way.
Yeah.
People can get mad at God because stuff doesn't always go in their way. And look, then right after that, in the chorus, because everyone hurts, everyone cries, everyone sees the color in each other's eyes. I mean, it really just, I feel like it's prayer to God.
I'm gonna be honest. This is what I love doing the most, is like dissecting lyrics, and the fact that we can do this in a song in this day and age, and it happens to have a good instrumental and really, really good vocals, because obviously they're amazing at singing, and it tells a story, and the instrumental is uplifting and all that. Around the 2 minute 40 second mark, it kind of builds up a little bit, and there's a little bass added to it, and it just kind of goes up a little. This is a really good song, like, in every way possible. If I was to, because just talking to you about it, and then thinking about all the other different elements put together, this is a really good song. The only thing I think maybe they could have done a little better is near the end, built the song up a little more. But here's the thing. Here's why I think they didn't do that. Is because I think that would have taken away from the calmness and serenity of this song. That's a weird word, but this song's just so, like, to me, it's just so peaceful. It's like such a peaceful prayer that, yes, me being the person who loves like instrumentals that just build up and crescendo, I think that's why they did that. So yeah. But I mean, any final thoughts you got on this, bro?
Not really. Overall, I really like the song.
Yeah, I'd give this 1 out of 10. I believe I gave Orphans and Arabesque both 6.5s. So this is definitely a lot better. And one more thing before I ask for your rating, I will say this. I don't think this is going to be like a, you know what I mean, like a worldwide charting banger song. But what I think this is a really good song for the fans. But what would you rate this?
I think I rate this a 9 out of 10.
9.
I think it will probably be a top 40 hits.
Yeah, and okay, so it's also interesting to think, before we go, it's also interesting to think this is the album track, because the album's called Everyday Life. So you know what this really does is it gives it a very, very good general basis for them to build off of, because what he's saying is, I mean, kind of broad in this song. So every other song he kind of can build off this narrative, I think. So there's that aspect too of this is the album song. It's a really good album song. If you want to see more of our thoughts about it, check out our video about the future of them in general. that album and kind of stuff about them in the past. But hey, let us know what you thought about this song. Is this Arabesque or Orphans better, or do you not like it? If so, let us know in the comments down below. If you're a hardcore Coldplay fan, or if you're just a music fan in general. Like I said, every single Thursday we do song reviews, so come in 4 days. We're gonna do all the new reviews to all the new songs, so check that out. And like I said, when Coldplay drops their album November 28th, we will be one of the first people to do it. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Lucas, for joining me. His channel's in the link in the description, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.